Hey boys, this is Blade here. Just calling in to tell you to change the fucking voicemail that answers because season 5 is already out and started and we're like halfway through. Wanted to call and tell you that I love you both and I had a wonderful, wonderful time at Fright Fest with you and everybody else in the Whack Pack and Rewind crew. Big shout out to everybody involved there. I love you guys. Yeah, go ahead, have a wonderful day.
Are you wicked?
Welcome, everyone, to the 10th episode.
Yeah.
There will be 10.
I thought it was 5.
There's not. I'm pretty sure it was 10. 10 episodes of the Juggalo Rewind podcast, the Pendulum season.
That's right.
Welcome to the Pendulum.
Welcome. You're here. You've almost made it to the end.
We're almost there. This is the Juggalo Rewind. We're your favorite Juggalo podcast, or at least in your top 3 or 5. If we're not that high, then fuck.
Is there any more than 5?
Probably, yeah, there's a lot.
Like 7.
Anyways, we can't get into that. We're not a Juggalo podcast.
There's a shirt.
We deep dive into Juggalo albums, but not just albums. Mm-hmm. One track at a time. Anyone can do one album at a time.
Yeah.
Fucking scrubs over there at ICP with We.
Oh, we're going to do a whole album.
Oh, we're so lazy. We're just going to spend 3 hours talking about Wicked. No. Yeah. I say nay.
That's right.
When we talk about Wicked in season...
We put an R and a U in front of it.
Oh, there's so many pops in one joke. I can't contain it. Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to listen to them talk about Wicked, go back in their archives because they just did it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Juggalo Judgment did it fucking 4 years ago because they go out of order and I can't keep up.
Right.
But when we talk Wicked,
yeah,
we talk.
We'll be 60 years old.
I don't know. I kind of like that scene. I think we should bump that up to a top 10.
Oh, move it up, you think? Well, no.
But
we got like 3 seasons in the works.
We do.
Yeah.
But you're right. When we talk Wicked, we're talking, are you that wicked?
Yeah. Are you wicked?
But doesn't he say, are you that wicked?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Speaking of not making sense, we're going to get to that in a couple minutes because there's a lot that doesn't make sense in the next 60 to 90 minutes. Where were we? We were talking about who we are.
Who we are, but you don't know what we're... No, you know what we're doing.
But you don't know why. There's a reference to that later on in this episode, too. My name's Peter. That's Chris.
Yeah.
We are here. We are...
week.
Calm down. We'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
You relax. If you're new, if you just searched on Wicked, and Are You Wicked, welcome. Go back in the archives. Listen to all of our other fun nonsense.
Hopefully people accidentally stumble on this trying to find this song on Spotify or Apple. They're like, I want to listen to Are You That Wicked?
Well, they'd already be you mean it's
then they find us. They go, oh, look at this. There's a fucking episode, hour and a half long about this one song.
So, totally random. Our episode count for the Rider CD is like way higher than the other ones.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's no like weird like hashtag or anything.
Confessions had a higher one than the recent ones too for no apparent, like for the first week, no apparent reason.
Maybe we're just that popular.
That's right.
Scott Hall references left and right. Yeah, if you're new, go back and check us, all of our old stuff. I want to, give or take, this may be our 200th episode.
That's insane.
That may have been last week. I noticed we were at like 198, 199 pretty recently.
Didn't even celebrate it.
Well, we'll wait till another number. We'll wait till a big 250
is fun. That's a good number.
All right. How about 17?
Dead in my body, yo.
We will dig into that in the future, I guess. But this season, right now, we're not looking at the past.
No.
We're not looking at other podcasts. We're talking the Pendulum series of comics and the Tome.
Son of a bitch.
I just wait for Chris to not be ready. We are talking the Pendulum, the comics, the CD series, and this
everything
episode,
in between.
Yes, what is going on in life in that era. It's a big one. It's a big time. I also...
Good year.
I just remembered a bunch of stuff that we missed in the last episode.
Oh, yeah?
But that's okay. That was last week.
That's
this
right.
is this week. This is Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Michigan-Ohio State week.
Today is Thanksgiving, if you're listening to this live.
It is. It is. Amazing.
So when's Fear the Beard going to listen to it? Does he go to work on Thursday?
Maybe he's listening. Maybe he's carving that turkey, listening to it, getting that.
What?
Getting that gravy.
Why does it look like you're jerking your boy?
Getting that gravy. Yeah, this is good. You got the family all around the table, watching the Lions. Another big win, probably. Can you believe it? Got two teams that are just amazing. Probably both winning the whole goddamn thing.
Place is going to burn.
And you're watching it along, too, because that's America's game. Everyone's watching Thanksgiving. It's our time to shine.
They're going to say they're watching along with us during the Super Bowl because that's by the time this comes out. Son of a...
I don't have flag football anymore, so I have more free time to edit podcast episodes instead of editing 600 and something pictures.
How's that worked out?
It just ended. We just had the banquet. Now I have time. I don't have to edit 600 photos. I can edit one podcast.
And?
I'm on it. I even went in the office. I couldn't do it today.
You went into the office today.
That's when my hair's done. More Scott Hall references.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the pendulum.
That's right.
But before we get to all that, and we don't care about how we are, we're talking Thanksgiving, like we said. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We are, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see all of our nonsense. And we're going to jump right in. We're going to get some shit done.
Let's get it.
We haven't done this in a while, but I think it's time for us to look at our YouTube history.
That's been a minute.
We won't get too deep, but we will remind...
too deep underground.
Way deep underground. We will remind people that Chris and I, oh my God, mine looks more like our shared one than... Chris and I share a YouTube account for the Juggalo Rewind, which you can watch this on. And I can't... Mine's not flipping over. I'm trying to do it as soon as I can. But... What did you say?
I said honest to God.
Oh. I was...
Unprepared.
I'm not unprepared. It's I'm on my thing.
Yeah.
Account. Other accounts. There we go. We share an account, as I've tried to say 4 times. And every once in a while we use it for our own personal shit and we don't realize it. So, we like to jump on here and see what the other person was watching on the YouTube history.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's go. It's been a minute.
ICP, Are You Wicked? You literally were listening to this
30 seconds
9
ago.
minutes ago. We have some songs that we listen to about our stuff here, so we won't get into that. Stone Cold Steve Austin returns to beat up the Alliance.
I said that. We're waiting for word if Michigan's suspension was going to get lifted. You know, they're trying to get the restraining order. I said it's going to be Harbaugh running down at halftime of the Penn State game.
That's great.
I said it to somebody. I can't remember who.
Cinematic football highlights, Game 7 versus Penn State.
That was from the year before, getting myself hyped the night before.
97, Penn State, Michigan intro.
Yep. Great one. Keith Jackson.
Norm MacDonald.
Yeah, I was on a little Norm randomly.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, never.
That's usually me, so I'm Michigan football, Chris Farley, Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah, going through some comedy stuff one night.
Lots of Norm stuff. I appreciate all that. The Blizzard of 1978.
that I was just scrolling, stopped on because I thought maybe it was Michigan, but I think it was like New York, so I stopped watching it.
Hallowicked pay-per-view.
I started it just to see. I do want to go back and rewatch it.
Do I have to even talk about all the Michigan football?
Do I have to?
Dua Lipa?
New Dua Lipa video? Yeah.
On the Silver Globe trailer.
Yeah, that's some like weird, crazy Polish movie, like sci-fi movie that's supposed to be insane. Watch the trailer for that. I'm going to pull that and watch it one night.
What's the big hit? Michigan, Penn State.
Ooh, 97. Both I forgot who the player was from Michigan, but knocked out their tight end, and it was a like collision, like hitting a car.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
So they had like a little like 7-minute documentary a 10-minute documentary. They interviewed both of them about it. It was kind of cool.
Interesting. I'll have to go back and watch that. Skipping, football. Chasing Amy, the Tracer, that's me. Casino, Meeting in the Desert always makes me nervous. Janet Jackson, All For You. Lots of stuff that I used for past episodes. My shoulder's been bothering me, so I Googled how to actually give a good shoulder massage. Because my shoulder's fucked up.
Mine is. This whole side is. The hip, it's just from work and sitting. And
from work and from sitting.
Yeah, something's off.
Elvis Gerbach anti-drug PSA. That's great.
I don't know how I wound up on that.
That's fantastic. More Michigan football. JFK, One Day in America, national trailer.
I just started watching that last night. It's a 3-part documentary on Disney Plus.
That's interesting.
With like the last living people who are alive. So they have like Secret Service agents, like the guy who was Jackie O's Secret Service agent right next to her when it happened. Pretty interesting to watch.
More Michigan football. Again, why do I keep saying that? Willie Nelson on his 90th birthday.
Yeah, I want to pull up that show. I don't think it's available anywhere.
You got some stuff from Bootlegged at the Gathering. Our boy John doing that stuff. Oz the Mentalist just shook the Michigan football team.
Have you seen that guy?
No.
He's like a trickster. I don't know how you describe him, but he did the Jets on Hard Knocks, and they came and did Michigan, and either they're all in on it, or the guy is like a straight up magician. I don't know how he does it. It's crazy. It's mind blowing.
You're just a simpleton that falls for that shit. I have a funny one here. Our friend Sam sent this to me. Are you familiar with What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah, I always want to watch that. I haven't seen it yet.
So she sent me a best of Colin Robinson, The Life of an Energy Vampire.
Yeah.
That shit is so fucking funny.
Yeah, I need to watch that show.
I don't know if I can watch the whole show, but this clip of how his vampirism is like the people like in an office who just suck the energy out of you just by like a question and like he progresses where he's like, now I can do it with one word, or I don't even have to do it by like saying anything. It just like
shows up.
Looks over your shoulder and sighs, and you're like, oh fuck this guy. Like I was fucking dying. It's legit the funniest, like most well-written character ever. Oh, so good.
I've heard that show's really good, and it's like a movie and then a show, I think.
Yeah, I have no idea what the reference is, but it was making me laugh. Now we're getting back into Halloween because we have lots of John Carpenter stuff from you. Mm-hmm. We have DC Fago guy.
Oh yeah,
one of us was watching a video of him. Let's see, what the fuck is going on? Lots of Purple show.
I was watching that one. I was trying to live tweet as I was watching it one night, and then I didn't finish it. But I got 2 episodes in.
I was watching Live Aid.
So all on the stage, real killers.
Got on a kick of that. Someone was listening to Half Breed.
That was me. It was the season.
Seinfeld, Jerry Lewis, JCW Volume 2. How to make an authentic Memphis pork barbecue sandwich.
I think I was trying to find a good coleslaw recipe for the pulled. I smoked a pulled pork one of the games for a pork button. I like to experiment with the coleslaw. Find one that's good for just a sandwich. You don't want it too overpowering. I like coleslaw. I like a good coleslaw. Yeah, I like it vinegary. Do you like it more creamy? I don't know if I have a preference on one or the other. I mean, it's cliche to say. I just like it good. Yeah. I don't care if it's watery or not or whatever. It's like finely chopped or not. It has to be good. It has to be good. Juggalo dick. What? All right. We'll leave that alone. All right. I don't know. Maybe. Yes, please. Do we have anything else? Well, that may be it. I mean, with just a bunch of other Wayne County Life minivan ride of horror. Good one. Is our stuff okay there? Or are you having issues? I don't know. Restarting it. You keep going. All right, I'll keep going.
Uncle Terry's House of Garage, Ray Liotta, Paul Rudd, Jiminy Glick. Old Country Buffet training video.
Oh, now that is gold.
Oh, Chris is coming back to talk about the Old Country Buffet training video.
Fix the video, something happened. But there was a clip just of the guy. It's the video they would use to train the beef carvers, the Old Country Buffet. Mm-hmm. So he's like, so I hear the weather outside's kind of bad, huh? And like they just showing you how to interact.
Is it a joke or is it for real?
No, it's for real. But like I've seen the clip before on Instagram or something, but then I found the entire video. It was like 20 minutes. I watched the whole thing. And they're like, how he has to interact with like kids, with adults. So a little girl walks up, he's like, so what are you having for dessert? I like the hot fudge sundae. What do you think? Just the way he says it is so funny. He has to clean his like station, and then he's like, sometimes customers will ask for thick slices, but try to convince them to have a shorter one. You come back for more. He's like, I could cut it for you thick, but if I get you one, it's a lot leaner and better. And then if you're hungry, you can come back for more. And she's like, yeah, I like that. I'll have that. It's just like, it's so bad. And then I think I went on a run of like training videos.
So this is where I'm going with this. Not even the same day, so you must have watched it again. So it went. We have inside a McDonald's restaurant in 1984.
Yeah, that's just footage someone like handheld camcorders taping it.
Pizza Hut training video, 1988.
That one's awesome because it's a rap.
Wendy's grill skills.
That's the rap one. The Wendy's one, yeah. It's like straight up 80s like Sugar Hill Gang style rap, and it's awesome.
The Facts of Life Halloween episode.
I don't remember doing that.
It's not me. The lasagna is my favorite. That's got to be just like a movie clip. I don't know what that's from.
Yeah.
It looks like you were on a...
Maybe I fell asleep after the training videos.
You're sending people things because there's a clip of the butt chug scene with John Cena. That may have been when Aaron was like, I've never even heard of that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're like, oh, yeah, we know about that. William Regal remembers Chris Benoit.
Yeah, I don't know where... I think I was reading somewhere people discussing that, like, Regal...
His
never trusted it. Like he like, knew something shitty was it, so he didn't really know what to say. Yeah, that was weird.
And then we get into the old like lots of Halloween-y shit. So we're back a couple months or a couple weeks. Cluner, lots of Cluner.
Nothing wrong with that.
How to cut angles on a miter saw. Did we talk about that already?
Yeah,
was that me?
Your Tim the Tool Man coming out.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff there on our YouTube.
Yeah, go back and watch some training videos. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah, I need to go back and do that. So.
I missed the Old Country Buffet. Shit was good.
Yeah, they don't have those anymore?
At least not around here. That one at Westland used to always go to is gone.
All right. Well,
I thought you were trying to think of Old Country Buffet.
Thinking about, food. I don't know.
I think nostalgically about the Country Buffet. Don't worry.
All right. Well, that's our YouTube history.
It is.
Thank you for joining us on such a epic journey. Now, we are getting into the song. But before we get to the song, Are You Wicked?
I forgot. I was jumping all over your head. I was ready to start, Are you there, Wicked? Yeah.
And the comic, The Dark Carnival's Passage.
Passage.
Isn't a passage to the Dark Carnival? The Dark Carnival doesn't have a passage.
Maybe it's a passage out of the Bible of the Dark Carnival.
Oh. That would have been a couple episodes ago where they fucking went on that fucking rant.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, this was out in stores in August of 2001. August 9th, to be exact.
August on the cover. They're on time.
We're on time. And what's going on in the world? I'm going to tell you
what's... shooting, looting, it's okay. A D12 song? What's going on in the world today?
I'm going to tell you what's going on in the world in August of 2001. Top movies, Rush Hour 2.
Now that I've seen. That's a good one.
I don't recall them, but I've definitely seen Rush Hour 2.
It's a good one. It's Rush Hour.
It's one of them.
It's fun.
And then American...
Never seen any of them.
American Pie 2.
Yeah.
You've never seen any of the American Pies?
I know a guy fucks a pie. That's all I know.
I mean, they're good. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know why you wouldn't have.
I love...
fucking a pie.
John
Leguizamo?
No, Levy.
Lemmy?
The dad in it.
Eugene Levy?
Eugene Levy. Marvelous Miss Maisel. He's the dad on it. Fucking, he's so funny. He's so good in that.
Never seen it.
So, I'm down with him, so maybe I'll give it a try.
All right.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not him. I'm thinking of a different show. He's in...
Stop pointing at me, motherfucker. Get that finger away from me.
He was in Schitt's Creek, and he was hilarious in that. The guy who played Monk was in fucking Miss Maisel, but he was awesome in that, too.
There's a show called fucking Miss Maisel?
Jesus. I mean...
What?
Go on. Go on. What's next?
Top singles of this era. Bootylicious by Destiny's Child.
That's a good song.
You're a fan of that. You understand it?
Yeah. Bootylicious. I'm not even drunk on this episode.
And Fallen by Alicia Keys.
I love Alicia Keys. That's a good one. I keep on falling in love with you. It's a good song.
I think I said it a couple weeks ago, but we've not gotten enough of you singing.
No, it hasn't happened.
Top albums of this month. Back to Alicia Keys. Songs in A minor.
Great album.
I never had it.
I went to that tour at the Fox Theater with John Legend opening. Good one.
You also have Celebrity by NSYNC. And
another one.
Now That's What I Call Music, Volume 7.
Wasn't it? I think that one already appeared.
No, we did 6.
God, whenever they come out, they just instantly hit the charts.
They were that hot. So, if you haven't been listening to us or you don't remember, they put out little mix CDs of the hits of the era.
Yeah.
Now That's What I Call Music. We are in the 7th volume. We're into like the 90s right now.
It's like the Shangri-La cover. It's got the raining diamonds on it.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Can you give us a quick 2 or 3 of the best or worst ones?
All For You by Janet Jackson. That appeared on the charts, right? That was a couple episodes ago. Wasn't that the track?
I think it was.
We got Survivor by Destiny's Child. That's a good one. Got In My Pocket by Mandy Moore. Play Is Gonna Play by 3LW.
Mandy Moore can be in my pocket.
Oh, calm down. Ride With Me by Nelly. Danger, Been So Long by Mystical. Oh, this one. The Fiesta Remix by R. Kelly with Jay-Z and Boo and Gotti.
Is that a good one? I'm not familiar.
Fiesta. I think it's how it went. Aerosmith makes this.
Yes.
Which track you think from Aerosmith?
2001. It can't be I Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
No.
Just Push Play.
From that album, I think.
Pink? No.
Jaded.
Jaded.
Jaded, my baby blue.
That's a good one.
Yeah. They're still cool then.
Yeah.
Britney Spears, Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know. I don't remember that one. I'm sure if I heard it, I would.
Yeah, it's when she has like 8 hits on one CD, you can't remember them all.
Yeah, a lot of these I feel like I don't remember, but I'm sure if I heard them, I did. S Club 7. Do you remember that band or artist?
No.
Formerly known as, they're just called S Club. British pop group formed in 1998. Huh. I'll be American Hi-Fi. Evan and Geron. Yeah, this album sucks.
Well, it's still charted, so that's all that matters. What's going on in the world of wrestling in this month? What are we talking? What month are we in?
August of 2001.
I just have about the Invasion. The Invasion's in full swing.
I love it.
I couldn't pull any like specific matches or whatever, but it's just we're talking Invasion.
Fun Invasion storyline. Everyone shits on it, but I think it was fun.
What month are we in? August?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're fully... To tell a very quick story, the month before, in July, it was the Gathering, which I'm sure we'll talk about at some point.
Yeah.
I think it was for that, where me and Tom went out to visit Bobby Shields, and I think we must have driven him back. I don't remember why we were, but it was definitely that era, because we were at Bob's house at the Raw, where they were in the Georgia Dome, and it was where like the Alliance. It was before there was the Alliance, where like WCW came out, and it was it Jericho and Kane versus like Dreamer and RVD, and they debuted, and like it's when everyone came out and they turned, and it was all the ECW
guys, yeah.
And me and Bob were like, holy shit,
yeah,
that's
that was
awesome.
Super cool moment.
Because like we picked up on it like a half second before. We're like, it's like
figured out all the guys in the ring were ECW dudes.
It's like Credible and Raven and Taz. It's like, that's weird.
Yeah, because you had the WF guys who were WWF dudes defending themselves, but then you're like, oh, wait a minute. It's all the fucking ECW guys were on the roster.
Yeah, I think, did RVD debut earlier in that show and Dreamer came out at the end? It's something where those two, I think, came out with that, and that's when they formed the alliance.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just remember that.
Heyman comes out and cuts a good promo.
So, that's how I remember that. Being adults and we still pop. It was crazy. So, yeah, we're talking Invasion. Well, we aren't, because this isn't a wrestling podcast. Rest in peace this month.
Yeah.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, Detroit's own.
Passes away in this month.
That's a bummer. She was sweet. Young as hell.
Yeah. 21, maybe?
Yeah.
Speaking of young, happy birthday. This month, born.
Yeah.
Franz Wagner.
Alumni. Big time guy.
Was he the first one or the second one? No, Mo Wagner was the first one.
Yeah.
Franz was the second one.
Franz, I think he's doing better in NBA than Mo, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Franz like tearing it up.
We're talking Michigan basketball for those who
right.
aren't familiar.
It's hate week.
Also in the news, this is timely, Ford cuts 5,000 salaried jobs in August of 2001.
Getting first inkling of the Great Recession, huh?
From my recollection of being in the automotive industry, 01, 03, 09.
Those are the three bad years?
Were the dips.
Okay.
Call Randy and ask him.
Hey, they got the contract through, right, though? That's all.
I think that's all settled. Yeah. Now everyone's making fucking 30% more than they were.
Good. Solidarity. You got a problem with it? Huh? Mr. White Collar over there?
No. That's fine.
Want to keep the working man down some more? This guy.
You've gone to the office twice. And now you're holding up
I'm here for the people. I was ready to hit the picket lines. Fight with them.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Also in the national news, Gary Condit, who was a senator, congressman? May have been a congressman.
I don't remember him.
He continues to deny his involvement in the death of Chandra Levy.
What's this story?
You don't remember Chandra Levy? While you do your shit, I'll look that up. But I think he was a elected official and maybe having an affair with her, and she ended up
disappearing,
missing.
dying.
Yeah, and he kept denying that he had anything to do with it.
Did it ever come out he did?
I don't remember. Don't you know it's the Paradigm lyric? It's Cancer the Rhino, and he talks. He's the last person to see Chandra Levy alive.
I don't remember that.
That's like the first thing I think of. All right, well, that's that. I'm going to look up Chandra Levy and Gary Condit, and Chris is going to talk about.
Well, I'm going to fill you in on what's going on in the Juggalo world. Last month or last episode was it the first half of the summer? A lot of shit was happening.
Big summer.
Yeah. So the second half of the summer here, as we get ready to hit fucking Juggalo season, you got early August. The Dark Lotus in-store tour goes off, and that was like 5 dates. It was short.
I feel like I went to like 2 of them.
I went to the Desirable Discs one here in Dearborn. That was fun. They showed up in the hearse. We posted some of those photos. Go back to our Instagram. Scroll way back to season 2. We posted those photos of that tour. But that was cool. I remember when I went, I had Blaze sign the EP poster, the tall one.
Oh, now we're talking about what we got autographed at this. Don't get me.
Yeah. We don't have to do that.
We can. I mean, I think we may have talked about that in the Lotus.
Yeah, so go back to the Lotus one. And that was a little tease. I'll let you find out the rest I got signed back then.
Because Tom got mad at me at the one in Indy. Yeah, I don't remember what I got in the Detroit one. I kind of remember what I got autographed at the Indy one. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we went to 2.
Yeah.
We're fucking marks.
It was hot in the Juggalo world then. We're knee deep in it.
I love it.
816, love it. A16, ICP appeared on the O'Reilly Factor. That's the famous one. Jay's wearing the visor, and he talks about what's the quote where he says, "Kids had their nuts dropped yet or whatever," and he starts arguing with fucking Bill O'Reilly on the show.
Oh yeah, that's it. I was about to say, what show was that?
The O'Reilly Factor.
Yeah. We'll wait for that. But I have something else. But
that's a famous clip. I feel like that pops around.
Yeah, I can picture him in that too.
Yeah. 823. This is us right here. ICP wrestle their non-JCW retirement match for IWF in Detroit. ICP and Sabu versus the Lynch Mob. That was the triple threat or the 6-man tag that was set up from last week's?
From last week's.
A.K.A. last month's.
Yeah, see, now that makes me wonder which one. Yeah, we still need to look into that. That'll still be on our...
Yeah, the last one set up because they were going to retire. They got beat down by the lynch mob, Sabu with the save, and then they set up that...
That's when we went and saw it.
We went to both of them.
No, the one that we went to, they actually wrestled.
Yeah.
We didn't go to one before.
I went to both of them.
No.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I think I got them on VHS.
That's... Okay.
The fan cam.
Okay, go on. I know more about what you have than what you know.
921.
Your brain was still pickled even at 17. I still have a better memory from what you did.
921. ICP appears at Erebus Haunted House in Detroit. I went to that as well. I know I went to that.
Yeah, that I never went to.
Because I remember going through it. This is kicking off spooky season. I remember going to it and Shaggy had a chainsaw. And he like jumped out and like went to like hit me, and I jumped back all scared. He's like, "There's no fucking chain on it, you pussy."
I remember you telling that.
It's still scary. He jumped out at me. Like,
yeah, I don't like to be scared.
But yeah, that was a cool little appearance there. It's a big haunted house here, not Detroit technically, in Pontiac, but yeah, good time.
That's where Erebus is.
Yeah,
I get that confused with something
right
else.
by the clutch cargos.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
A couple days later, you were at this 924, the Juggalo listening party, their first performance at St. Andrew's at the shelter.
Yeah, we could have a whole episode about that.
We kind of discussed it a little bit back. The Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rex and I went, and we didn't pick up Tom because Rex didn't want to give up Shotgun. So he said, no, we're not telling Tom. And Tom was fucking pissed. And he probably still doesn't know. And that's the reason why.
Now he does because he listens again.
In 5 years when he gets to this episode.
4 days later, the Hatchet Rising Tour kicks off. So we are hitting hot and heavy in the Juggalo world. Steamrolling. You got Juggalo coming back. You got the Hatchet Rising Tour kicking off. Lotus is out. Riding Dirte's out. Everything is clicking right now.
Hitting on all cylinders, as Chris likes to say.
So that is the Juggalo world.
All right, to go back, Gary Condit represented California's 18th Congressional District in the House from 89 to 2003. He received significant national attention for his extramarital affair with Chandra Levy, who was an intern. The affair was publicized after Levy's disappearance in May of 2001 and the discovery of her remains a year later.
Oh, man.
He was never formally a suspect, but he lost the 2002 Democratic primary based in large part on negative publicity. So,
I'm surprised there isn't a like Netflix or Hulu like 6-part documentary or something about that whole thing. Seems like a story that true crime type stuff so hot right now.
Maybe it went like too far, like back in people's memories.
Yeah, or maybe the story itself doesn't have enough information to, because they can't just do an hour and 20-minute documentary. It's got to always be the 3 to 6 parter nowadays.
Yeah.
Nothing's short, especially on fucking Netflix.
Especially these episodes.
As we're doing this, call myself out.
Let's see. We can wait for that. What month are we in? August?
Yeah.
In August of 2001, I went and saw the Bare Naked Ladies with the Proclaimers as an opening act at Pine Knob.
Such a Pine Knob show.
I literally don't have who I went with, but I had to have gone with my girlfriend at the time. I wouldn't have just gone by myself.
You're such a Bare Naked Ladies fan. You went by yourself.
It's just so random that all the other ones, I have her name, and then I don't have anything for that show. That's fucking random. All right. Then also in 2001, what month are we talking?
August.
Just looking at my Juggalo list. 2001. Not seeing anything down there, so that could be it. But I do have my in-stores. That's hilarious. I have what I got autographed at all these. The Lotus in-store desirable discs, I have the AP poster. So the one where it's the 3 covers, I had all 4 of them sign that. God, I didn't think that was at that one, but maybe it was. What did I have Blaze sign? Fuck, I don't know. She wasn't on there. At the Lotus store in Indianapolis, I have Shaggy, my fuck off tape. Jay, I got the Golden Goldies pass, like the flyer. And we always heard that like he wouldn't be cool with that, like he hated it.
Yeah.
But he's like, that was the greatest time of my life. That was fantastic. So I had him sign that in gold.
I always like, the rumors you hear from other people that
he just fucking hated it. I had Twisted sign the Coming Soon Most Tasteless poster, which I still have because I've reacquired it after I got rid of it. And then I had Blaze sign the Gathering 2000 backstage pass.
Okay.
Because that was his debut.
Good one.
So had everyone something different there.
Nice.
The EP poster is sweet. I want to get that framed. I want to put that up. That's a really cool how it came out. Like Twisted did theirs perfect. And then Jay's was first. He signed it and he wrote on like Shaggy's whatever. He wrote like Fresh Ass Gazelles because he had like a new pair of shoes. Shaggy thought that he was like making fun of him, and he went over and like drew like shit all over Jay's face. And I forget how he saw that, and he's like, what the fuck? Like I was joking, like that wasn't like and he's like, oh, I didn't realize you were it's fucking drawing like jizz on his face.
That's awesome.
So that was funny. And actually watching those too.
I want to frame for mine. I had the Coming Soon 5th Joker's card, so it's like basically a giant blank canvas, and Jay fucking huge all over it. Yeah, so I'm like, it'd be a cool one to have frame. I don't know where to hang it up, but it's rolled up back there somewhere now. Maybe
we'll take pictures of both of those and we'll post them for everyone on the social medias, which we will talk about
later
in the future. But for right now, we're cruising along, and we are going to talk about the song at hand. R period, U period, Wicked. Is there punctuation? I can't reach that. What? Anyways, Are You Wicked? Producer on this track.
This one has it, yes.
Yes. Producer on this track, Mike Peasy Weezy. So, if you have not listened to us in the past, go back to last season. Listen to the Mike P interview, which is notorious in our circle of friends, or at least between me and Big Steve. And listen to Mike P talking about how he had this beat done, if not before. It was way before.
He said it was one he had
brought it with him.
Yeah.
And like his first day in the Lotus Pod, Jay's like, oh, you're a producer or whatever? Like, give us some music. And he's like, here's this beat.
Right.
Fucking first day on the job, and Jay's rapping over
He said this and Run, right? He had it previously, just gave to them.
So, previous beat, Jay likes it. He raps over it. Well, rap is a strong use of the word, but we'll get to that. Time on this track, solid 4 minutes again.
4 minutes? How in the world is this 4 minutes?
Is that accurate? I hate when it's an even number. We've talked about that in the past. This is the 10th CD in this series.
It says it's 3 minutes and 57 seconds on the collection that it appears on. The incredible collectible collection. So 4 minutes or 3:57, one or the other.
All right, either one. Well, something just made a noise. I think it was the bobblehead. 10th issue here, but the 5th on the Pendulum collection.
Tome.
Someone texted me in between episodes, and they said, "Oh, I don't want to distract you. I want to know what happens at the end of the tome." Like, son of a bitch. No one wants to know what's happening on the tome.
It'll all be explained in the tome.
Also, we should note, this song can't be found anywhere but here and the incredible collectible collection. What's the full name of that?
Worthy of an Erection.
Was that at a... It had to be a gathering,
It says, limited to 500 copies, sold exclusive at the 2018 gathering. Leftovers are sold on the 18th annual gathering.
2017.
Leftovers were sold on the 2017 Malenko tour.
So that's kind of a hard one to find.
Yeah, the prices on Discogs are pretty high.
Yeah, it's...
One sold for $175 on there, it says.
Can't do it.
I don't even know half the songs on this.
That's the problem, is that they're like super hard to find, so it's an interesting...
Got a fucking track with Cheap Trick, which I think is on the Malenko, like...
I saw that.
B-sides.
I didn't understand what the fuck that even meant.
Black Blizzard, but the Malenko one doesn't have Cheap Trick on it, does it? Or
I don't think so.
Maybe one of the guitar players on because they had all the fucking...
Are you sure it wasn't just them, like, stealing a beat?
Well, no, because, like, Malenko, you know, had all the musicians. I'm trying to remember in the book if you mentioned the guy from Cheap Trick coming in and laying down some guitar licks.
I don't remember.
But yeah, some of these songs I've never even heard. Like Cream Filling, what the hell is that?
I can only imagine.
Ice Cold, I'm Dead. I think I've heard I'm Dead.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I need to like go through and YouTube, try to see if I can find these tracks just to hear them.
Maybe now you need to purchase that.
That's not happening. I don't give a fuck.
I'm surprised that's not like a Rock of Ages.
It looks like a Rock of Ages bootleg.
Wow. Anyways,
speaking of that though, Mike P, we got from the horse's mouth himself. It's the second time I've used that in the past couple weeks.
Speaking of Rock of Ages,
Mike P, you know, told us he brought this to the table. Jay in the book for Incredible Collection says, this bad boy is either one of the first or maybe second songs we ever made with infamous Mike P working the boards and producing. I remember before he was a big star, Mike P was so proud to have us rapping on his track. His karma energized us all. Right when he first opened our own studio, not the now legendary Lotus Pod, we recorded this jam. History is written and it can't be changed. So I guess he doesn't
say dick about anything on that. Like,
I was gonna say he said the first one they did together, but he technically never said that Mike P made the track. Like he just said he produced and
Mike P laid the track. Pop format straight to the back.
He
don't let me show up on TRL. Bitch slapping everybody to hell. That's not this season.
Yeah, not yet.
What?
Huh? Are you there working?
So yeah, I looked at that too because that's from the Incredible Incredible
Erection
Amazing
Boys.
Yes, the Erection, but that's our tag team name, the Erection Boys. Oh, you should see our finisher. Yes, I read that. I'm like, oh, there's gonna be some good info here.
No.
And then I took a nap, and then I was late coming to the studio.
But if you want the real good info, you watch that interview because we get the real info.
We do.
From like Peasy Weezy.
We pull stuff out of Mike P that hasn't been pulled out of him. And
what?
numerous years.
That's what happens when you get the Erection Boys on a track.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be the Erection Boys featuring Cluner.
Give me an erection.
I'm dying.
Pardon my take. Retweeted that asshole.
You calling him an asshole?
I use that in an endearing term.
I don't. Fuck him.
One time I was at Skyage Byram, and he's going nuts, all this shit. And we're just right.
Right up front. Cluner was there.
I go to my cousin Aaron, friend of the pod. I go, look at this asshole. Like enduring. I'm like, at the end he goes, you call me an asshole? Like first, how did you hear me? Like I meant it endearing. Like well, that's crazy. Look at this asshole going.
Yeah, I would say that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Scott Byram. I've seen Byram, right? I think so.
For sure, you seen him. Remember he opened for like that shitty like country hippie band at Token, but it wasn't like a full set. We all went to that.
Yeah, I don't even remember what the fuck that was, but you're right. I mentioned that like, oh fuck, I want to see like a full set of him.
I don't know if you...
Did I see him at the Loving Touch?
We've seen him there, so maybe.
I think so. I think I've only been to 2 shows there.
They all blend together now at this point.
I think I saw him there and the Gallows there. The one where the guy was yelling in Aaron's face and Aaron doesn't remember. He's like, ah.
You have the picture of him screaming at
That's
him.
when like Orvis just came back.
Yeah.
God, those were good fucking shows.
Right. See, Fish Guts left the Gallows look like. Yeah. He's not in the pictures. I don't know what's going on.
So who's left?
It's a chicken. Crazy little guy, right?
The drummer and the other guy?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Little Dean, little zip zip zip.
Anyways. All right, this isn't a fucking goddamn Gallows
podcast.
It could be.
Maybe one day.
All right, we're getting into Are You Wicked? Yeah. We've already done the info.
Tail of the tape.
Now I have my notes.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of in-depth ones.
This is all for Are You Wicked? Can you hear this? All Are You Wicked. You should see all the notes that I wrote down.
It just says what?
I have 2 notes for this entire song.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jay. Another Jay track.
Yeah.
Tell me. Bum, bum, bum. We should start by saying this beat is kind of fucking sweet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm down with the beat. There's a breakdown in the middle that's kind of cool.
Right.
Do 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 do.
Got a little like violin or fiddle going.
But then, as they say, the bell rings. This song, is Jay. Do we just skip ahead and say what is the song about?
I don't think it's about anything.
He asks a question and then like there's a pattern, I want to say. Mm-hmm. So we'll just do the first stanza, if you will, like this is fucking, whatever, and go from there.
All right.
Tell me, is it fair? Them folks hate us out in there.
Yeah.
Tell me, are you buying? Because if you ain't, them folks are dying.
Then buy. Buy or buy.
Wow, 2 weeks in a row, and you're just fucking
I'm just
burying the man.
No, I'm just quoting him. I didn't bury his quote him.
Support or deport.
I didn't say it was right or wrong. I just
buy or buy.
Tell me, are you buying?
If I was asking, but I'm not. I'm asking questions. Are you wicked or you're not?
Exactly.
Tell me, are you hungry?
Yeah.
Them folks are, but got no money. Tell me, are you healthy? I'm healthy. Not the last couple of weeks. Them folks can't help but be unhealthy.
Yeah.
So he's asking like a rhetorical question and then answering it with not even like a... God, there was a couple of weeks ago we did a song where it was like a back and forth where they would like say something and it wasn't I don't care. I thought it was
Confessions,
something else. Maybe. Where it was just like back and forth of something, boom, something, boom. This is like trying to do that, but it's not going in any kind of pattern.
No.
Healthy, unhealthy. Are you hungry? They are. Are you healthy? They aren't.
Yeah.
Are you buying? They're dying. But like, there's no rhyme or reason to that. And then you get into the hook. So that's it. 4 questions, 4 answers. Nameless souls are people too.
I mean, I like the sound. This feels like
the deep voice, the cadence.
This is like him practicing his future wraith sound, almost like. Spoiling it already, but I'm like, I don't even think this is a track. I think it's him just like, oh, Mike P's our new producer. This is like his sound.
Holy fuck, that's funny.
And
it's like a sound check.
Yeah, just practicing like how I sound over, because it, especially that first part, it just sounds like he's like trying to come up with like, what would my cadence and tone be to this, and I'm just gonna like make it up on the fly. Like, doesn't seem like he tried too hard to think this through. It just seems like he's
doesn't work trying to make things through.
He's like, I like this. He's at this point he's wanted to be a rocker.
He's probably got that long fucking wig. That's like the pictures in Bazaar where he's like with the glasses. This is exactly what he's saying. I don't want to do that.
I think maybe he's even just testing this to be like a Zug track or something. Like he's. That's what it feels like.
Skip right ahead. I don't have to check to see if they ever played this live, right?
No,
there's no fucking way. Anyways, I did for Superstar. We didn't talk about it last week. Never played it. So. I mean, because it's 24/7, so he doesn't have to play it. It's just how it is.
It's just him living life.
Just let that boy live his life. So yeah, it's not even a demo song. It's just a fucking...
No, I think it's him literally practicing, because Mike P saying, this is one of the tracks I gave them. He probably just jumped right on it and was like, maybe just writing stuff down like quickly, and I think he's just trying to see how his sound works over...
That's very possible.
Mike P's sound.
Nameless souls are people too. Life don't stop, but good times do. Mm-hmm. But it don't matter, because they ain't you. Tell me, motherfucker, is the obvious true. Are you that wicked?
No, this is banging right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you that wicked? Yeah.
But it's, again, if like the verses were about, like you said, confessions, like bad shit. Mm-hmm. I guess you could say being unhealthy or being hungry or like bad, but it's not like you're talking about wicked shit. Mm-hmm. You just, I don't know. Life don't stop, but good times do. Reminds me of the Scott Hall, what is that? What's the look it up. Scott Hall of Fame. We're going all Scott. It's something about good times don't last, but bad guys do.
Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
That's what I think of.
Yeah.
Tell me, are you wicked?
Former JWO member.
Did not die when the guy told us that at the Royal Rumble. 10 years later, maybe, but not at that time. Second verse.
Yeah.
Tell me, are you crazy? Them folks' future looking hazy. Tell me, are you down low? Them folks are, but don't like it though. God, this is fucking brutal. Tell me, are you learning? Them folks will laugh while you burn it. While you burning in hell. Like, he trails off.
Gets that Hell's Pit vibe going there.
Do you notice that there's 4 in the first one and only 3 in this one? Like, there was.
Yeah.
You can't even keep it even. But yeah, that, like, the burning and learning are the same timing, but then he trails the in hell into the hook.
A little bit of Hell's Forecast there.
All right.
It's got the vibe.
Then right back into the hook.
Yeah.
Nameless souls are people too. So yeah, that fucking goes right back into that. We are flying through this track. We and Violent J. Are you that wicked? Yay.
Yay.
Blaze is like, yay. I could do that. Does that twice. Yeah. And then you have that weird, the beat down, like it's a beat down, the fucking beat breakdown.
Yeah, the violin or fiddle comes in there. That's all Mike P, man. That guy plays everything.
He does. That's what happens when you go to, what's the name of that school? Fucking...
Berkeley Music School?
Good job. Fucking... Two podcast listeners have graduated from
really?
there. Well, one, I don't know, did Mike P graduate?
Yeah.
Christmas went there. She
Really?
graduated, yeah.
What'd she play?
The flute.
Oh, yeah?
She's like a classical flute player.
Like Lizzo?
I don't know.
Blue.
What?
I don't know.
Is there something stuck on your teeth? She could have been in the DSO. In a Juggalo in the DSO.
Juggalo. I'm sure there's one in there.
Could be. Well, now my notes are fucking up the sheet just like yours were. Nameless souls are people God, too. That shit's gonna be in my head for weeks now.
It's little catchy hooks. The verse, if you want to call it that, are just there, but the hook is there. It's fun.
Mike P is the MVP of this song.
Oh yeah,
100%.
I mean, this is what we're got the seeds planted. Like, this is like just dropping that seed in for the Wraith. Like, this is the groundwork right here.
If I would have thought far enough ahead, I would have had this breakdown be the intro for the whole season.
Oh yeah, that's a cool sound.
Didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Didn't listen to this song.
Just totally thought it was something I've heard before on Forgot Fresh is 3. I'm like, yeah, I've heard that a ton of times. And I'm like, oh no, haven't heard this in 20 years.
Definitely thought this was Run or Fly.
One of those, yeah.
I think we thought this was Fly.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's a great song.
It is. This isn't a Forgotten Freshness 3 song, CD, album. Should have been. Tell me, are you conscious? Them folks wish someone would stop this. Tell me how you feel. This is like in 7th grade when they're like, write a poem.
Yeah, 100%.
Tell me how you feel. I got an A on my poem in high school.
Good job. Great job.
I just remember that. I was like one of the only 2 kids who got an A. Tell me how you...
Back to your Dare shirt. I won one of like the 3. We had to write something and do a speech or whatever for Dare. I was one of the 3 that won, so I got a Dare watch, like a shirt.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Still have it?
I wish.
I remember.
I walked a straight and narrow.
I remember in 7th grade, we had to. You didn't have to create it. I think you had to recite some kind of poem or like remember it. And one of my friends straight up wrote. I remember him reading Dr. Feelgood. And I'm like, God, this sounds familiar. And then I got to the part, it's like, he's the one they call Dr. Feelgood. I'm just like, fucking popped. I'm in 7th grade English.
That's hilarious.
I bet that kid's a Juggalo. I haven't talked to him in 30 years.
Maybe he's a listener.
Probably not. Tell me how you feeling. Them folks desperately need healing.
They need Jesus.
Tell me, are you aching? Them folks, children, cold and shaking. Tell me, are you ready? Them folks aiming, shotgun steady. Steady and bang. So, like, yeah, I guess this is, like, bad stuff, but in half a fucking sentence, and it's not... I don't know. I guess the hook is kind of deep. We'll repeat it. Nameless souls are people, too. Yeah, it's just like, I'm picturing like you're walking by the homeless, like they're all nameless, but they're not faceless. They're still people.
Yeah, or even just everyone in your daily life. Like they're like just side characters in your life, but they all have living full lives as well out there.
And not everyone can be Kramer. You got some who's a side character?
Who's the little guy that was with him?
Leo. Yeah. No, I don't know. I was trying to come up with a reference quick off the top of my head. I couldn't do it. Nameless souls are people too. Life don't stop, but good times do. Life don't stop. Life does stop, actually. But good times do. That's backwards, isn't it? Like, how negative is that? Good times. Life may stop, but good times don't. He's saying it fucking reverse.
Life doesn't stop. Life for individuals stop, but life just keeps going on when you're not there. Your good times ended, but life's still going on with or without you.
But it don't matter, because they ain't you.
Yeah.
But tell me,
motherfucker,
is the obvious true? What's the obvious?
That this hook is fucking. Are you there working? Yeah.
Do you have to grab the microphone like you're fucking Steven Tyler?
Just should have tied little ribbons on it.
This isn't a 9 Live. Well, you fucking. I'm gonna have to edit all that out. See you in hell.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like I said, I think this is him just practicing on Mike P.
Practicing on Mike P.
Figuring out if he could work with that guy's sound, because it's drastically different than Mikey Clark. So, he probably heard it and was like, I dig this, especially the rocking the rocking aspect of it.
The rocking and roll.
But yeah, that's what I take from this.
Can we even call this a song?
No. A demo, for sure.
Barely. Demo is a stretch of the word.
And I think that's how I wound up on this. They're just, as we went through what was happening in the Juggalo world, you're jumping on.
Stretching for shit.
Their Lotus tour, the Gathering just happened. That took up a ton of time. Then they were getting ready to jump on the Hatchet Rising tour, so they're not recording anything new. He's just they got the Lotus Pod studio set up. They, finished Lotus album, and Mike P's like, here, I got this. This is probably recorded even before Lotus was. He probably just
literally the first day he was
sitting there.
Yeah.
Luckily, didn't erase it. Threw it on this.
Thankfully, Straight Jacket didn't have to find it in 20 years.
But I think it's fun to hear. Like, if that's the context of what it is, that it's his first time just trying something with Mike P. It's cool to hear that.
It's fun to hear if you don't consider this a real track.
Yeah, if they put out an all-encompassing Wraith collection and they had the bonus disc and this was like on there and they explained, oh yeah, this is me.
Yeah.
That's totally fine on that aspect.
But to buy a comic and waiting 2 months to hear a new track.
I mean, at this point in the comic, you're not really expecting much anymore.
No one was buying the comic at this point.
Chaos is on his deathbed.
They're waiting for that Rock money.
I didn't see Rock 2 in the back there. It was probably lost in the edit cutting room floor with the lawsuit information.
It was lost with the fucking Michael Myers one.
Those are good, though, I've heard.
The Michael Myers one?
Yeah, the Halloween comics. One of them, I downloaded them. I meant to read them this October. I didn't. So one of them's about, when the groundskeepers is taking Loomis to the grave, and he's like, this happens everywhere. I remember a town over. I forgot which town it was. Now I'm trying to think of it, but he tells the story about the guy. He's like, hey, excused himself from dinner, and he went and got a hatchet. And Loomis is like, where are we? And he never tells the story. So one of the issues tells the full story of fun. What happened in God, this would drive me nuts. I can't remember the name of it.
So stuff like that is fun. I like filling in the gaps.
Yeah. I heard I think one of the comics fills in the gap between H2O and Resurrection, because it just kind of jumps off, So
treat motherfucker.
So I've heard they're fun reads.
Well, speaking of a fun read,
nice segue.
I'm looking at Shaggy 2 Dope dressed like Spider-Man.
Real weird.
Spider-Man and Riddlebox fucked.
And gave you Shaggy.
Had a little baby.
Though, I mentioned this before we started.
Where's the rope?
It's from the bell tower.
Are you fucking kidding me? From the bell tower?
I like this, though. I like the fall vibes. You got college campus. It's football season. We're in their Lettermans.
They are football players.
But it has nothing to do with this issue. I know those boys show up later on, but...
Those boys.
Boys out here. Always in a hustle. What song was that?
Dirty
Gangsters. This is for them boys.
Oh,
this
yeah.
For the 8BK song?
No, I know what you're talking about, but I have no idea what that is.
Dirty hoodlums, whatever it is. This isn't a somebody podcast. This is a pendulum podcast. And here we are, the Dark Carnival Passage. Curious where we are?
I'm sure as fuck am.
So, if you've been following along, you know this has been a long journey from southwest Detroit through Wichita
To
Phoenix, Arizona, as it was stated at one point. And along the way, the Wicked Clowns, they've gotten themselves into trouble, but they've gotten out of it every time. They've met their good friend, Jesus, met him in Detroit, got him to join on the car ride. He said, I'm down for a fucking adventure.
I need a ride.
Yeah. You know what? My church is burnt to shit. Twisted and the most tasteless demons destroyed my congregation. So I'm here to follow you on your mission.
You guys fucked my world up, so of course I'll follow you. Of course we can go to TPI.
So they hit the road. Like I said, they kill Nazis. That's cool. They kill some crooked cops. They piss off the Riddlebox. Piss off one of the Jekyll brothers.
Yeah.
Malenko, apparently he never has an issue. He's just down for the work. He's there. He was in the last issue, if you listened.
Who was? The Malenko?
The Malenko.
Did he give you 3 wishes?
Yes. He,
Don't mind me. I'm just taking a picture for social media. Fuck.
Okay. Sorry. So.
I'm not you don't have to be in it. I'm just trying to multitask.
Okay. You just threw me off. Anyways, they were on the road. Not only were they on the road, fucking the Spirit Squad, Mr. Gray, he was pissed. He says, I need to get to the bottom of this. I am gonna confront Kilnor when I get to Phoenix, Arizona. He's on his way. He hasn't showed up yet, but he's on his way. But you know who was there? Twisted was there last week. They got in a scuffle. Half the comic is a fight between Twisted and ICP, and Twisted's like, God damn it, we're trying to help you. Jackson told us, and ICP's like, we heard Jackson. We don't need his shit either. We don't need you. We're here to kill Kilgore. We're here to spread the Dark Carnival message. And here they are. They're in Phoenix. They're on their way to find Kilgore. They did find him last week.
They did.
They didn't realize it.
Yeah, you're right.
They didn't realize that Twisted let him know that it is him. They battled in an abandoned warehouse. Kilgore left, and he's back. Kilgore Industries. He's back. And ICP, I imagine, probably had to find more women in Fago. That's like their power up, like it's a video game. You know, when your like life bar's low, you got to find big-breasted women and Fagos. That's what they do every single issue.
Is that the key to life?
I believe so.
All right.
Yeah. So here we are.
I knew I liked that, Jay.
We're in Phoenix. The battle started, but the war is still raging between Kilgore, his most tasteless demons,
and the Butt Tails.
Twisted, ICP, Stress Squad. All the players are here, except Jackson. Maybe we'll see him. Let's find out.
It's funny that you went that route, but that was the intro of the last comic, where it's like in each corner. I was like, in this corner, I'm pretty sure that was the last one.
You're right.
Well,
yeah,
that's okay.
But nothing really happens since then, other than a big fight between Twisted and ICP.
If you're just joining us, where the fuck you been, Juggalo?
Yeah.
So we ask again, where the fuck you been? All right.
They did do everything I talked about. Crooked politicians, crooked cops, misled street games, asshole yuppies, skinhead thugs, shadow demons, security guards, nether void under gods. They do call them the Insane Clown Posse in here, but this is just
AKA the Wicked Clowns.
Yeah. In the actual story, I think they're never called the ICP.
Other than that first episode, where they have like the ICP in-store poster in the middle of the...
Maybe that's not them.
Okay. Maybe it's their character. All right.
Yeah.
So we were at Kilnor Industries in Phoenix, Arizona. Is this supposed to be like right after?
The same night?
It can't be, right?
No, yeah.
But it doesn't really tell us where we're at, when we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Phoenix looking like fucking Gotham, by the way.
Yeah, Phoenix to me doesn't look like this at all.
Speaking of Phoenix, not Phoenix, speaking of Tucson, see that fucking Paradigm's doing a show?
No. In Tucson, Arizona?
Yes.
Super random.
It's at a place, and the address is Congress. And like Kevin showed it to me, I'm like, what the fuck? What is that? It was definitely not for
Hopefully
us.
he does a Detroit one. He has to. Maybe he's just practicing out there. In-store performance with Will Sessions.
I don't think it's with Will Sessions.
Mellow Sessions presents.
Fucking the address is 108 East Congress. And
It's
I'm
a
like,
sweet little flyer.
What?
Yeah.
Definitely not for us.
I wonder what he's doing out there.
I don't know. Well, it already happened, so.
No.
I mean, it was good. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah, Kilgore. Looking completely different again. I guess this is his business form when he has the shitty blonde hair.
Yeah. And the scruffy beard.
Mm-hmm. So he gets a telegram for Mr. Brady. Mr. Brady.
A telegram. Or he got called on his little thingamajig.
Guy looks like George Bush down there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one above that.
No, above, I don't know what that looks like. Egghead.
Bad drawing is what it looks like. He's looking through some confidential papers.
Mm-hmm.
And it appears as though Mr. Collins has refused the proposal to buy out his company. Kilnor says, well, here's what we're going to do.
Yeah, it gets dark fucking fast.
He's like, if he's not going to do that, then give me his personal info.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about his wife, his mistress, and his kids.
Yeah.
Kilnor says, send 4, and I quote, send 4 men after his youngest daughter tonight and have her beaten and raped.
Oof. That's heavy shit.
That doesn't age well.
It wasn't well ever.
Tomorrow, send Collins our original proposal again, but this time for half the amount we offered before.
Is this like still the prescription drug hustle that he's got going? We don't really know exactly. I guess Kilgore Industries probably got their fucking fingers in everything, you know?
Yeah, they do.
Probably weapon sales, drug sales. It's probably all everything's shitty. Right.
They have it in a lot of things. So, yes, that's unnecessary.
Yeah.
But then we have his hot little secretary coming in.
Calm down over there.
Who's like, can't stand up straight. Why is she leaning like that? Like the whole room is kind of...
Yeah, shifting.
I like the door with the big monogram on it. Big K.
Kilgore himself looks like he's a little seasick in that photo.
He looks like an actor, but I can't put my finger on who it is. Mr. Gray has been let up as you instructed. Should I let him in?
Yeah.
Let him in. Then here comes Mr. Gray.
Got his hair pulled back. He's a tactical outfit this time.
Nice little man bun going on. Kilnor says, you're threatening me. Why are you here? You're a nuisance.
Yeah.
Basically, we have a whole page of Mr. Gray. Oh, tired boy.
Mr. Gray wanting answers. You misled him about the people who you sent him after. And in my line of work, that could get you killed.
I didn't know that there was a little fucking boy with demon hands.
I missed the Jekyll Brothers. They haven't been around in a little bit. So as we've seen in the past, Mr. Gray's good at pushing Kilgore's buttons, and his eyes are getting a little heavier.
My eyes are getting a little heavier.
He's getting a little darker. And he decides to light Mr. Green on fire. He says, it's too late for you, Mr. Gray. It looks like your lack of detail has gotten you in trouble again. So he tries lighting on fire, but Mr. Gray says, that flash grenade wasn't picked up by your metal detectors because it's made of plastic. Boom! Throws the fucking plastic flash grenade at Kilgore.
How do you kill a fucking demon? Boy? Yeah.
Like a stake through a heart, you'd think. Then he also brought in a plastic pellet gun. Shot out the window. Boosh, tinkle. Jumps out. Kilgore looking cool there when he's like half man, half
twisted
beast.
Why does he shoot out the window and then jump out? Why isn't he trying to shoot him?
Well, it's just a pellet gun, so that's not going to hurt him. But back to your point, what if... Does he think a flash grenade's going to kill him? Like...
He's literally a fireman. Like, his hands are shooting flames. I do love that Mr. Gray is like fucking Jason Bourne here, where he jumps out the window and he parachutes to the ground.
Now Kilgore full demon mode, all naked.
Now you learn why he's doing it. Because he's assuming that Kilgore is going to follow him.
Oh, yeah. And we got Silo up there with his sniper rifle.
Or with his, this other one's got a fucking...
grenade launcher or something?
Yeah.
Bada boom.
Kilgore's got like a hoof.
Well, he is the fucking Beelzebub.
That's true. Bada doom. Thoom.
Target is not down. Repeat, target is not down.
He hits him with the fucking rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Does not kill him.
You see Mr. Gray's little parachute gliding down
Yeah.
there.
Doesn't even hit the ground yet. And he's like,
we fucked up.
Yeah, fall back. And a giant page of him just...
Kilgore jacked to the gills.
Demon, yep, that's
what
I'm looking at.
He's got a tiny dick, though, because you would have seen it there. He got some thighs, though. That guy's got some fucking... He is squatting hard. That's probably why it's so small. He's probably a roided out asshole. It's shrunk up on him.
He does not miss fucking leg
He don't miss any day. He don't miss ear day. Look at that.
Look at those forearms. He doesn't even have forearms. It goes right from wrist to bicep. But he's only got a six-pack.
Yeah.
He doesn't have, like... I feel like Jay in the early ones had, like, fucking...
Jay, he was cut up.
The fucking 20-pack.
Mr. Gray at the top there looking more like Madrox than anyone in the comic looked like Madrox.
Jesus Christ.
So next page, here we are.
Here's our boys.
The Wicked Clowns and Jesus himself. Meanwhile, in the other part of town.
Oh no.
What?
This part of the comic.
Yeah. So they're on the road, they're looking for Kilnor Industries, and Shaggy's like, how the hell are we going to find this place? Kind of hard to just walk up there and kill him. Why do we need to kill him? Maybe we could just expose him to the world. Like, let's get real, Jesus. Yeah, that's going to do it.
Yeah, well, also, the other guy just tried to walk in and kill him, so you can try.
But yeah, that's... everything you've seen up to this point, you really think just exposing this guy is going to get it done? Jesus, come on.
He's going to die of embarrassment?
Yeah. Jay points out that he could change forms and disguise as something else, so that's out of the picture. And then here we go, he says, hey ninjas, isn't that Feminem?
One night only, you have an Eminem concert at a small-ass club.
Yeah.
And then there's a real weird scene here of Eminem after the show, I would say.
Yeah.
With fans trying to talk to him.
He has his Elton John shades on. He has I Love Elton John on his shirt.
I didn't pick up on what that was.
And he has a box of... Or one of his fans is trying to give him a box of Fruity Pants candies. Jesus got hooked up with some ICP merch, though, in the next panel.
Oh, nice.
Got himself a little t-shirt.
Little Dazzle jersey. One of the BMX boys.
So he's discussing with Jay about killing Kilgore at his house. And Jay's like, I don't know, he might just live in that fucking high-rise. And as this is going on, Shaggy's crawling out of the fucking
back window. Not even like the roof.
Yeah. And he just takes a swing and takes off Eminem's head. Gish.
While they're driving, he does this.
Yeah.
Just boom, like he's hitting a mailbox with a baseball bat. Eminem telling people no autographs.
Don't you know I'm upset for my divorce? Bringing in real life storyline into the comic here.
Look at that haircut he's got.
It's real bad. Looks nothing like him, by the way.
No, not at all.
His head goes flying. Bloop. Someone catches it and says, I'll have plans for you tonight. So we got a little Mr. Wiggle Farmer action going on at the bottom of the page.
Hell yeah.
A little bowling balls.
Then Jay and Jesus just still talking. Don't even
realize what happened. Just Shaggy's enjoying.
Well, Shags, I think we should contact our friend, the Riddle Box.
You know he's good for some fucked up advice.
Then Jesus says we should Ditch the car, especially after what you just did.
Just cut off a man's head.
Then, here comes the riddle box.
Riddle box always make a grand entrance in these comics, though. Look at that. Looks cool. It's floating in the sky. Got little face demons floating around or anything.
Then he goes on, just talking some bullshit about...
Big tire. Even Jay says, can you speak a little clearer?
We got the death line.
What the hell did you say other than that? And he goes, yeah, again, on a long diatribe about the... What would you call them? The unwanted... The forgotten society.
And that goes on and on about, how basically building the Dark Carnival army.
Yeah. And they call themselves Juggalos. Then one of them says, cool, Riddlebox, how do we hook up with them? They sound like some cool-ass ninjas.
Look at their merch.
Yeah.
Wearing an ICP shirt, one's wearing a Twisted shirt.
I was trying to see if the hoodie said, or the beanie said Hala Wicked, but it doesn't say anything. It just kind of looks like it says something.
Yeah, I can't see that. Looks like a bunch of Michael Myers below that. So the presence of the riddle box, they're almost, these, we'll call them kids, are being, I have a whole nother issue with this. They're being drawn to the riddle box.
Yeah.
So.
The Juggalos have gathered, guide them, lead them into battle. We cannot assist you further. So the Joker cards are done. This is their last. They've hung it up. Now the fight is for ICP and their army of Juggalos. Wicked clowns and their army of Juggalos.
We've got you, Riddlebox. Whatever you say. Now you have Jay and Shaggy talking to them like it's fucking Braveheart.
Yeah.
Hear me, Juggalos.
His speech is real funny.
Your time for flavor has come. The Riddlebox has summoned you here for a purpose, and that is to kill people.
To kill people.
You're about to go into battle against the evil corporation known as Kilnor Industries. We want you to kill everyone there. Do not be afraid of death. Should you die, you will join the Dark Carnival, Shangri-La, blah, blah, blah. That's funny. Are you with me? I said, are you with me? What's that? Oh, I'm thinking from the Warriors.
I was going to say.
I wonder if any of this is taken from that.
No, this feels all...
Because that seems like something they would steal.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Can you dig it? That's what I was assuming that was.
So yeah, they get them all fired up. The Juggalos say they're ready to roll.
Look at fucking Jay's face and the wait a minute Juggalos, hold here for a few minutes. Are you at that one?
Yeah.
Look at Jay's face. What is going on?
He looks like he had a rough time.
It looks like the fucking doink after a match.
It does. Wow. So I was confused where they go over here. They go to like a parking booth?
I thought they went to the strip club.
Oh, that's like just the guy in front of it, because it says ID is required. Yeah, so he's like checking people before they get into the strip club. I
also kind of take this as a joke, but did they actually go to the strip club?
Maybe they do, yes.
So like, I take this as like Braveheart. They're like, hey, everyone, gather around, blah, 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 let's go. We're going to go. And then Jay's like, wait a minute, I have to ask for directions. Yeah. And he's like, could you give me directions to Kilnor Industries?
Yeah, like, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, I took that's how I took that, and I think that's...
Right. That's why at first I thought it was like a guy running a parking booth, because it looked like they're just in a parking lot, but yeah, he's the guy in charge of the nudie bar. I think it's... Go down Central 2 blocks, make a left at Maplewood. Yeah, Maplewood. Is that fucking... Is it Kiwanis? Right here in Garden City, Michigan. And then Shaggy says, well, if we got some time, let's go to the nudie bar. They always got to stop. They always got to get a little women in. So back at the compound. The Solution compound itself. Notice that that he's in a Snuggie. What are those things are called? That's one thing. But two, the reporter... Hairy balls. I did not catch that the first time. Look at his face. So they're talking about big explosion, parachuting soldier, but Kilnor is still alive. Mm-hmm. He might be in hiding because it was his office that blew up. That's true. Terrorists might have been behind it all. But as I flip through, the next fucking multiple pages are your boy Jackson. Yeah. Coming in looking good as hell, boy. Looking nice and gray and
fucking jacked to
He's
the
a
gills.
jacked up Mr. Sinister from X-Men. They go on a little debate about Kilgore wanting to kill God, and Jackson telling him that, maybe you don't need to. He gave us the underworld, that's our heaven. I enjoy it down here. And Kilgore just wanting a part of that. I accept nothing. I'm not a dog needing scraps from his master. When God is gone from his high throne, I shall rule everything. Your fears are childish and fairy tales to keep you in place. But by the way, if you go up to the top there to see Eminem and a real funny looking Elton John.
There's a lot of things going on here. Is that the one? Okay, so
that's like from the MTV Music Awards they performed together.
Maybe. So there's multiple things here.
Yeah.
I don't want to belabor all this, but the news report talks about how Eminem was beheaded.
Oh
yeah. He was performing with Elton John at the Fudgesicle nightclub. And then I assume that's a picture. Yeah, you're right. Either from the MTV. The Elton John picture is great.
He looks real funny.
Looks like the Monopoly Man.
I need to make sure I make a fake Elton John album cover with that picture.
And then Eminem with a shirt that says "Gay for Dre." There was something else funny here. I don't know. Maybe not. Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah, a lot of them just bantering back and forth about what's right. Should we keep the underworld or should we destroy God and see what happens?
Get out of my face! You sicken me, Jackson.
You are a puppet.
Blah blah.
If the day should come when God might fall, and if existence continues on, keep in mind that I will also be the day that... What the hell does he say? That it will also be the day that assassins of the Nether Void creep up on you. Sorry, my eyes were getting blurry looking at that.
Yeah, no one cares.
Meanwhile,
you have some juggalos looting some shit.
They found some clown makeup inside the Frank's costumes and porno shop.
Frank's Nursery and Crafts.
I just go fresh. And inside, you got ICP. You got the Wicked Clowns.
They're at the Atlantis Club. Look at Jay's face.
Ooh.
So, Jesus getting fucking right away. The girls want him.
This is real funny here.
But Shaggy's trying to hit on the girls, and they want no part of it.
Yeah. Jesus' lines are real funny.
So, go ahead. If you want.
So, I haven't been with a woman in a couple years because my faith and all. I just recently learned that I could be with one and it wouldn't be sinning. Because you see, we got this place when he died. It's called Shangri-La. And man, there's all kind of sex, weed, and all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff.
So bad.
It is. But, I mean, what are you going to do?
So, yeah, she says, all right, Jesus, come on over. I got a couple friends. Betty, we live together. And since you've taken so long, you're basically a virgin again.
Oh,
so
that makes sense.
I like next page Shaggy's proposition hands. Huh? What do you think?
That's what the proposition was like when we were at TPI in Chicago.
About the same.
Same thing came out. Mm-hmm. So, girls don't want any of him. But, unlike what you said, I hated to correct you.
Yeah.
But the cover is now coming to be.
Yeah, well, but they're not at a college campus, though. It's college boys inside the club.
Ooh, now that guy has a D on his jacket, not an A.
Went to Dartmouth.
Instead of Albion. So, you got some frat boys in here wondering why ICP is trying to steal all of the girls out of the club. Mm-hmm. And they say, pretty much, go fuck yourself. Why Shaggy brought an axe into the strip club, I don't know.
Yeah, you think that wouldn't be allowed through the gate there?
Anyways, they get in a big brawl. Jesus slaps a guy.
Yeah, Jesus at this point, he's fully he's lost his faith. He's just fucking beating up people, killing people, having sex with strippers.
Jay cut someone's head off.
Said he's always wanted to do this.
One of the heads goes through the jukebox. You have a Backstreet Girls,
So stupid.
In Sync, and a Crazy Town. What's the other one?
Mariah Carey. Yeah. More axes to the head.
Look at that karate kick by Jesus.
I like this where we had this earlier in the comic. Jay makes a little swan out of the guy's intestines. That's always fun.
Jay looking like he's giving the guy the stunner above that where he kicks him in the gut.
You would know.
Several bloody corpses later. Nice little warm-up. They're now on Francis Boulevard.
Yeah. Time to kick some ass. You ready, Jesus? Now here comes the big reveal. Jesus in his clown gimmick with the Juggalos.
And his nice merch shirt. And the Dark Carnival spookiness behind them. Little green boy.
What's the next issue called? Dia de
los Muertos.
At first I thought it said DIA 150 minutes.
That's very bad font.
My eyes are going down here.
Well, that is the Pendulum's Promise.
Yep. Well,
not the Pendulum's Promise. The Dark Carnival's Passage.
And now, let's check in. Our good old friend, Serious Darius Bagville.
And we're going to get the news on that $10 million. By the end of this episode, we will know where it's going.
So, this issue of the newsletter has nothing in it. There's nothing going on.
My back is killing me, so we need to speed this up.
I do like this, though. So this came out in August, right? He says, first of all, let me make something clear. I'm writing this on May 25th. Whenever you publish a comic or a book, it is finished. The finished material comes out months later. So what I'm writing in this newsletter is based on how things stand today in May, and not how they might be when your little Fago-stained hands have this.
May 25th is the Jekyll Brothers' birthday.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
I think, right?
Sure. This isn't a Jekyll Brothers season. What do you want from me?
It never will be.
So the first piece of news is the Gathering of the Juggalos 2000. It might have just happened by the time you read this. Now, bearing incidents of spontaneous human combustion, or a new global ice age, or a nasty outbreak of tether. Tetter? T-E-T-T-E-R?
No clue. I'll look it up, but I don't know what that even means.
So the Gathering should have been off the hook, he says. And he says at the Gathering, they released new stuff.
Tetter is a skin disease in humans or animals causing itchy or pustular patches, such as eczema or ringworm. Sounds like something you would have.
I had hand, foot, and mouth. It's horrible.
And your fingers fell off. Like a gecko, they came back.
So, Mord's list came out at the Gathering, and he says...
Oh, congratulations.
The list is quite literally that, an end to boredom. Are you drinking beers and watching Girls Gone Wild for the fourth night in a row? That was a nice reference to that era.
Yeah.
Is your highlight of your night hanging out in a parking lot of a local fast food restaurant because it's the only live place in your shitty little town? Well, you're in luck, young man. Because here we are, Mord's list, the end of boredom. So he goes on a rant about how it got banned from Gen Con because it's so ridiculous, so crazy. You can get yours at mordslist.com. The other long-awaited project release this is kind of funny. So the Gathering released, Tales from the Lowest Pod.
Yes.
Released by Tales from the Lowest Pod. It's by Dark Lotus, Psychopathic Supergroup featuring Violent J, Shaggy, Jamie Madrox, Monoxide Child, and Blaze. So if you wrote this back in May 25th, that was before Mars was in it.
No.
Yeah, he wrote it May 25th.
So Mars did all of his verses quickly?
We did that season. Remember? It was like in June. He was...
God, that's still crazy that they did that and got to press the CD that quickly.
If not... Yeah, because he would have been kicked out by then. They would have mentioned him.
Yeah.
So I think they... Within time of him or in this newsletter.
I like to think that he just forgot about him, but...
He didn't last issue. He said how amazing they were on the tour if you didn't see them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, that's out. Also in the Dark News, they'll be on a in-store tour for 3 weeks.
We already talked about that.
So go to isp.com and check it out. And that is it. That's the news.
That's it?
Yeah. Very light newsletter. More importantly, the next page.
More important, so the $10 million, let's go.
I think it's still in litigation. There might be a little
blurb somewhere?
Cliff note about that. If I get paid in $10 million, I hope I get in these sweet WB checkbooks.
Checks. I would get the one. Wow, there's a lot of them. There's some fun ones.
Oh, the 316 checkbook.
Oh, the actual book.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Whoa, hello.
Chaos Comics likes to have a lot of half-naked women in all their comics.
Hell yeah, they do. What's on the checklist for July of 2001? ICP The Pendulum. Bad Kitty #1. Chastity First Shot action figure. Lady Death.
That's Lady Death right there,
Lady
huh?
Death, yep. Looks like Tony Storm.
I wish it was Tony.
Jesus Christ. If you join her OnlyFans, you'll see her like that. Anyway, so
yes.
we're getting to that point.
Only 2 more weeks to go. Can you believe it? See the lead.
I can't believe they're still having it. Well,
yeah,
I can. You know what I can believe? Is that we are still on social media.
That's right.
Sorry, we're skipping right ahead. Fuck this.
Yeah, it's late.
Social media.
I actually have to go to the office tomorrow.
Oh my
Get
God.
my sleep.
Well, then I'm sorry that we're taking so long. We'll hurry this up.
No, I'll be awake way earlier than that because daughter will wake me up early as hell.
Social media is Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at Juggalo RWD. Don't forget, wherever you listen, we want to rate, review, and subscribe so that we can land in your inbox every Thursday morning. And you rating and reviewing just helps our little algorithm boy. And while you're at it, share with a friend. Post it on social media, hand it to someone, airdrop it, do whatever you got to do, but get someone else listening.
We're getting new ears every week because all the pilots always creep up every month, so it's good to see you get new people showing up out there.
I like to hear when we know someone that tells someone and they tell someone else. Like, that's happened. We've talked about it numerous times. That's how we've gotten some of our favorite fat or whack packers. So you got to go one by damn one.
Speaking of fat or whack packers, where are you, Schizo the Rider? I haven't heard from you in a minute.
No, he was in the walls.
He is here at all
We're
times.
in the walls.
Yeah, but that was a while ago, I feel. I haven't heard of him in a minute.
I feel like they had a little breakup over at Schizo Rider Entertainment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think someone left his label.
Oh, no. Hopefully it comes back.
Hope he's okay. Yeah, I'm in the walls. That was a good one.
Spooky Schizo.
I enjoyed that one. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, Google, Podbean, anywhere that podcasts can be found and listened to. Get out there and find it. You already found it. You already listened to it. So why do we even fucking say this? I don't know.
Maybe you want to go watch it.
Maybe you want to watch it on YouTube. It's some people's preferred method. It's not mine. It's not Kevin's. He said I don't watch it. But
some people do.
Some people do. It's on YouTube. Go find us at the Juggalo RWD. I should say that properly. I just am bullshitting. It's at Juggalo RWD on YouTube. Go find it now. If you want to contact us, please call us with your questions, comments, concerns, or stories about the year 2001. 2001 is about to get real fucked up here between now and next. We talk about 2020 is, between this comic and the next one.
All hell breaks loose.
Fucking life is turned upside down. I'm sure we'll talk about that next week. Life is going to get turned upside down if Michigan doesn't win this weekend.
Shh. Don't even talk about it.
I'm just saying. It's possible. If you're, dare I say that, that'd be more of a disaster than what I gotta go. Anyways, let's hurry up. Leave us a voicemail or text us 810-666-1570. Voicemails may get put on a future episode. Texts will get ignored by Chris.
I don't know. I can't read them. Something funny's happening out there. I don't know what happened.
You can email us at juggalorwd@gmail.com. We try to answer all of this throughout the year or at the wrap-up show. Website, juggalorewind.com. And don't forget to follow all the other podcasts in the underground podcast community. We're talking Twisted with Us, also known as ICP with We, Juggalo, Judgment, and the Underground Table. And Mushy Mustard Ted at Genius.com.
Go. Every song we talk about, go into Genius, and you'll find him in the annotations hanging out.
And you'll find, was it the fucking Shadowlander? That's not your name,
No,
Shadowlander.
I don't know who that is.
Fuck you, Shadowlander.
Fuck you, piece of shit.
Did I tell you I went through all the Talking Shops, the new versions? I'm almost done. They're so quick, but they're still pretty good.
Are they? I haven't listened to those. That'd be fun to dive into.
They're like, some of them are like 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
So they're quick hitters. His Undertaker voice is so fucking funny. that gets me every time. Where was I going with that?
Shit talking Shadowlander.
Yes.
Genius.
Also, don't forget to join us on ICP with Louise Discord.
Oh, yeah. We're in there hanging out.
ICPWWE.com is their website.
Hit up our link tree because it's plastered in there.
Yes. Find us. We have nonsense. There's nonsense people there. Everywhere. You have anything else to talk about? Are You Wicked and the Dark Carnival's passage? Or are we ready to
beat Ohio State?
This is the week. It's Thanksgiving. We're going to give thanks. If you're listening to this live in a couple days, Chris may or not be upright.
If you follow my personal Spotify, you'll see a playlist on there called Break in Case of Beating Ohio State. It was years in the making. We've got to bust it out the past 2 years. So we'll be hopefully busting it out in a couple days here.
Is it Burger King worthy?
Oh, yeah. I mean, now it's become beat Ohio State, break in case of beating Ohio State, or break in case of winning semifinals and winning the national championship. Big Ten title game, it doesn't get busted out because Big Ten West fucking sucks. Maybe it will. I think last year he might have busted out because it was a celebration still. Saturday night, beating up on Iowa again. It'll be a good time.
Can't wait. They had a big win. 22-0.
It was,
that was a couple weeks ago.
It was 6-0 going into the fourth quarter.
Perfect Big Ten action.
The live over-under at halftime, I think, was 13.5.
That's so bad. All right, this isn't football, and we'll talk to you guys and gals next week, hopefully, when Michigan continues their undefeated season.
15-0.
And we are running to the Big Ten title. Did they take a break? Is there a week?
No,
off?
it's the next week.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have trouble. But we're running to the national title. And you will be running to song 11. Run.
Ugly face.
Is that how it goes? Okay, we got to go.
Yeah.
Thank you, bye.
Beat Ohio State.
All music played in this episode and in this entire season is owned by the respective publishers and copyright holders, and is reproduced for review purposes only under fair use.
The greatest Juggalo podcast to ever fucking exist.
This show is a member of the Underground Podcast Community. UPC.
Are You Wicked?